Do you have the habit of delaying important tasks? If you said yes, then you are a procrastinator. Do not fret about it. I have the solution for you guys. Keep watching. This presentation comprises a brief overview of the term the now habit, 2 causes of procrastination, and 5 strategies to create the now habit and conquer procrastination. The now habit is actually a phrase proposed in the book The Now Habit itself, written by Neil Fiore. What he meant by the now habit is simply doing things immediately or taking immediate actions without delaying. The number one reason why we procrastinate is fear. When we are confronted with a task that seems a bit difficult to us, or when we are confronted with a task that we have not done before, the sense of fear emerges. And when the sense of fear emerges, or when we are afraid to start and commence a task, we subconsciously procrastinate. The ultimate reason behind procrastination is distractions. Yes, when we have a pile of homeworks to do on our left, and when we have our smartphone with all our favorite games and all our social media applications in it, we choose to scroll through our social media feed and play games rather than completing tasks that we are supposed to complete on time. This is a simple scenario that shows how we procrastinate and the ultimate reason behind procrastination, that is distraction. Now that we know the causes and reasons behind procrastination, we shall now look at the 5 strategies to create the now habit and beat procrastination. One of the strategies to create the now habit and beat procrastination is to practice prioritization. So prioritization is an activity that arranges items or tasks in order of importance relative to each other. So one of the techniques that I myself use as a trainee teacher is by having a daily planner and plan my day. In other words, I write down activities or tasks that needs or requires immediate action on top of the list, and by doing that, I actually know that I realize that I have something to do, I have something very important to do, and I actually need to get started with it. Secondly, this is one of the most powerful strategy to implement and create the now habit. That is to reward yourself. Yes, when you are about to get started with a task or activity, think of something that would make you extremely happy, or something that you've been yearning to buy, something that you have been longing for, something that you have been craving for. Think of all those things or items. Promise yourself that you will actually buy or get yourself that particular thing or item once you are done with the particular task or activity within a duration. So that would ensure that you actually get started with the task or activity immediately without procrastinating. So as I have highlighted earlier, one of the ultimate reasons behind procrastination is distractions. So what you need to do to create the now habit and overcome procrastination is to minimize distractions. I tell you what, this is the hardest strategy to implement, but it is not impossible. So what you need to do is simply to put away your smartphones, stay away from your PlayStation, sit far away from your kitchen where you can smell your favorite food, and sit far away from your television so that you don't get distracted. We humans are so easily distracted, so tempted to do things that seems fun to us. So minimize distractions when you have a very important task to do, so that you don't procrastinate and you take immediate action. Moreover, what we can do to create the now habit and conquer procrastination is to time and track ourselves. So the first step that has to be taken to implement this strategy is to identify the level of difficulty of a task. So, for instance, if we are confronted with a very extremely difficult task to do, we probably cannot finish the task within 5 or 10 minutes. We probably need an hour or so. So, identify the level of difficulty of a task first, and then time yourself, give yourself a duration to complete the task, and then you set the timer. So when you're actually setting the timer, you're chasing the time, which means that every second, every minute would seem precious to us, and we will have no time to procrastinate at all. So this is the final yet best strategy to be executed to create the now habit and conquer procrastination. So the strategy is to get moving. Yes, you can actually stop procrastinating in 5 seconds using the Mel Robbins 5-second rule. So what you exactly need to do is, when you have the instinct, or when you have the urge to do something, or when you simply remember that you have a task to complete, you count from 5 to 1. And before your countdown hits 1, you have to commence the task that you are supposed to complete. So we are nearing the end of my presentation. All in all, the 5 fail-proof strategies to create the now habit and beat procrastination is to practice prioritization, is to minimize distraction, reward yourself, time and track yourself, and also to get moving according to Mel Robbins 5-second rule. So I really do hope that you guys find my presentation insightful. We all teachers to be, hence it's not advisable for us to be procrastinators. So try out these strategies, and if you have any tips and tricks that would be beneficial in overcoming procrastination, please feel free to comment down below. Let us all share our views. So thank you very much for staying with me till the very end.